you co-sponsor Senator Cory Booker's Marijuana Justice Act, and what is your stance on federal cannabis laws?
I am really glad you asked that question, because cannabis, the legalization of cannabis, is one of my top priorities. There's two things we have to discuss, and I wish I could spend 2 hours just talking about it. In fact, on Tuesday, I was in Adelanto. And if you don't know about Adelanto, it's a city out in San Bernardino that is attempting to become the Silicon Valley of cannabis. The mayor there is extraordinarily progressive. They are bringing in distribution centers. They're bringing in dispensaries. They're bringing in everything, growers, to make it an incredible area where cannabis can flourish, and to make it, as I said, the Silicon Valley of cannabis. That's on the right track, because number one, we have to look at economically what cannabis can do for this state. It can provide incredible resources for education, for infrastructure, for all the things we need. It absolutely has done wonders for Colorado, but beyond the economic value of it, what Colorado is showing, it is having effects on things like the opioid epidemic. They have seen opioid addictions drop in Colorado because people are using cannabis to get off their addictions. It's a way to help bring it down and to use to get away from the actual addictions. They're showing that dropping. They're showing domestic violence dropping in Colorado, and law enforcement attributes that to cannabis, because people, what you're actually seeing for the first time in certain areas, more people are buying cannabis than are buying alcohol. And as we all know, most of us from personal experience, cannabis isn't going to make you angry. It's not going to get you upset like alcohol will. So that's the reason for that. And that's why you're seeing drops in domestic violence. You're seeing drops in the use by teenagers, which everyone was so sure that it was going to be teenage use was going to increase. It's actually dropping. These are the things that we have to look at. We've got models now. We've got Colorado. We've got the state of Washington. We can see what's happened. And the legalization of cannabis has got to be a top priority federally, because it can help this country in so many ways economically, but it can also help solve some of the problems. Well, I won't use the word solve. It will help at least alleviate to some degree some of the problems this country are facing, like the opioid epidemic, like domestic violence. It can help on those things. And I believe very, very strongly that the cannabis industry, they are rallying behind me. They are helping to back me, because they understand we need a champion of the cannabis industry, and that's what I want to be.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.